Hey, Cannapreneurs. This week's show is sponsored by Dairy Berry's Recording Studio. Open up, Colorado. It's 420. Time to grind and burn.
This is not your son's stoner show.
Welcome to the Cannabis Community Project. This is Brainstorm. Once again, bring you your weekly podcast from the CCP studios high up in Denver, Colorado. Here exploring the business side of this newly emerging economy, focusing on the business, the patient, the retailer, to the geek in the garage, creating that next innovation in cannabis. This is the first media platform to help fellow cannapreneurs just like you, while living the lifestyle.
Skunkbox is your premium herbal humidor. With the Skunkbox, you not only discreetly store your herbs, but restore them too, bringing back the taste, texture, and flavor you love. Order yours online today at skunk-box.com, where you can choose from different models and even customize them to meet your needs.
Hi, my name's Jasmine. So today we are going to talk about Barbie Life in the Dream House. When Raquel is always into Barbie, why does everything work for Barbie? Well, she ran for president, and you need to be at least 35. She falls off, and...
Yeah. Get away from my microphone. This is my show. Get off my show.
She gets all over town. Barbie is just like a video, and next season...
Hey, you ready for your brother to come next week?
Yeah.
Baby Christopher? Yeah. Gonna be part of the family.
He'll be like this.
All right, good job. Get out of here. You're crashing my show. Let me show you how it's done. Welcome back, Cannapreneurs. Thank you very much for joining us on the CCP radio show for another great week. This week, I'm getting some clips on the air, getting everything, all the files I've been storing up, clogging my system, getting them out there. This week's show, we don't have a dedicated interview. We just have a couple conversations I thought I would grab. And we have me hanging out at the Denver Cannatech meetup. These are meetups happening every month, sponsored by CCX, Mass Roots, and a couple others. Meetups where individuals in the industry are getting together to talk about everything tech-related, industry-related. We're going to drop in with Soham Shah from CCX, who's going to tell us all about it, and then we'll get everybody's introduction. Here we go, this week's show.
I can hear you now. I hear a lot of static. Yeah.
A lot of that is shitty equipment. Probably 70% of it's shitty equipment. And the other kind of echoey is environment's not bringing out the best. This is why I need more money for better equipment and better stuff.
We'll be a sponsor someday.
Yeah. Like a CCR song.
Sure.
So Scott, you're sitting next to a lovely young lady. Do you want to tell us who she is, or do you want to let her introduce herself?
I will introduce Holly because I practiced this before. So one of the things we do here at Canopy Boulder is pitch the other company's business. So with us right now is Holly. She is the co-founder of Healthy Heady Lifestyle. So that's my intro.
Welcome, Holly.
Well, thank you.
You know, have you ever played the Kevin Bacon game?
6 degrees of separation. Yeah, I think we can explain it. It's pretty basic information that's on their website as well. Canopy Boulder invests $20,000 in each of the teams.
Okay.
And they become 9.5% equity owners. Okay. And then essentially that $20,000 is going to allow you to devote your energy and time and focus to really building your business while you're here. So essentially that you're not out maybe bartending a couple nights a week.
Right. Is the crowdfund something everybody's expected to do, or is this something you two decided you're going to do independent?
I think we're the only ones doing that in this program.
Okay. How much are you asking for?
Right now, we're trying to raise $15,000.
Okay.
Rocky Mountains Venture Club is early June, and then we are actually have to, I guess if you will, audition for the ArcView Group, which is the partner company to Canopy. But we still have to prove our worth and, show our salt, if you will, making sure that we can get on stage.
Got some more people walking in the room. Who do we got over here to my right? Please step forward, come introduce yourself, grab a microphone, grab a headphone, say who you are, who you're with, and if you like long walks on the beach and your astrological sign.
Well, most importantly, I love long walks on the beach. Most important.
Yeah.
So I'm Ross. I work with Healthy Heady Lifestyle. We are the Mary Kay of Mary J. It's a lot of bouncing ideas off each other and basically going out and actually validating your thoughts, validating your concept. So typically a typical day would be us coming up with an idea, a concept, or something that we want to integrate into our business, and then just reaching out to the different participants in the program and getting their feedback. If it's good, then we run with it. If it's not, then we pivot and we go in another direction.
Is this the American dream for you?
Right now, it's a good start.
Yeah.
Can I do my pitch again?
Please.
I totally butchered my pitch in the beginning. I was just like, and I do advertising that does on internet.
Do it again. Just say this. Use this. Cut out the other one. So when I'm listening to it again, at home, I clearly hear you say, use this one, cut out the other, and I go back and cut out the other and use this one. But yeah, have at it.
All right. Use this. Please use this. Artistry is a digital advertising full-service solution for your cannabis business. What we do is place your
Hey, you like the businesses you hear? Maybe you're a business just like that. Maybe you have a thought or an idea that would be perfect for this community. Contact me. I'll get you on the air. I want to discuss these issues. Everything in the news, from health, legal, food, music, growing, technology, business. We talk about it all here. Cannabis Community Project.
We're not dummies here. We're not the typical, hey, dude. That's dead. It's dead, those stereotypes, man. And let's take our culture about the business before they come in and they take over and try to dictate to us. We can't let them take it away, just like we can't let them take the hip-hop away. We can't let them take our music away. We can't let them take our voices away when it comes.
Get your instrument and play along.
A long time forgotten, our dreams that just fell by the way. A good life promised, and was she living today? But she never complains of the bad times or bad things he's done, Lord. She just talks about the good times they had and all the good times to come. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. She loves him in spite of his ways that she don't understand. Through teardrops and laughter, they'll pass through this world hand in hand. A good-hearted woman, loving a good-timing man. He'd like the nightlife, the bright lights, and the good-timing friends. But when the party's all over, she'll welcome him back home again. Lord knows she don't understand him, but she does the best that she can. Yeah, she's a good-hearted woman. She loves a good-timing man. She's a good-hearted woman in love with a good-timing man. Have Have you smoked yet today?
I have not.
Did you want to? I brought some top of the line.
Top of the line.
I think it's called Kick-Ass.
For the name alone, I'll say yes.
Did you smell that?
No, I didn't.
Dude, that's 100% organically grown, sun-bathed, Colorado grown bud right there. That's from Top Grower. Matter of fact, this tiny little pipe I had, if you just put a grain in there and smoke it, I guarantee you, in this tiny little hit, you will feel the high. But we can
I'm sure I will,
outside.
because I haven't smoked today. So
You want to step outside and smoke before we get going?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Don't let me bend
I want to be
your
able
will.
to. Well, I want to be able to speak clearly.
See, I've never been. People say that to me often. Like, no, I don't want to smoke, man, because I want to be top of my game to talk to you, and I want to get. I never understood that in the sense of when I was a teenager. Yes, when I would get high, that was it.
Yeah.
But as an adult, I find my abilities neither inhibited nor advanced, or I guess what's not advanced. So what's the opposite of inhibited? Such
I don't
a
think I need to
wordsmith.
smoke. I can't. No.
All right, well, I'll have this ready
enhanced?
whenever you want. Enhanced, there you go. Smoking
Well,
is neither inhibited nor enhanced my performance. It's just what it is. It is what it is. What it does is it changes my mood.
Right. Yeah, I think definitely when you're younger, your brain chemistry is a little bit different.
Right.
When you get older, you've stopped creating neurons and those connections in your brain, so it's not as impactful. But when you check out the brain on Brad. When you're a consumer that consumes daily,
You hold on to that whenever you're ready, like a cyanide tablet. You just tell me, and we'll go outside and we'll burn as many of those as you need.
when you consume daily, your tolerance goes up, so it doesn't impact you the same way as if you're younger. And this is maybe the second or third time you've ever smoked. And
I'm going to argue this. Like this bud I have here, this is some top of the line bud. As far as tolerance goes, the first hit of every day I take, my tolerance level has no real effect on that hit. When I get high for the first time for the day, I'm getting high on just a couple hits.
It's like your brain resets overnight.
Right. The whole take a nap, wake up kind of thing.
Yeah.
But where the tolerance comes in is when you're on your third, fourth bowl. That's where the tolerance of, where it kind of planes off.
Yeah.
But as far as the first hit of the day, if you have some good weed, first hit of the day is always first hit of the day, regardless of tolerance.
It'll last you a long time.
You just, whenever you're ready, you just let me know.
That's another thing that ups your tolerance is concentrates.
That's what they say, but I mean,
Listen for the people. Love it. Come on, man. What you waiting for, man? Let's go. This one's for you. I know you love this music. This is how we do this. Universal League. Listen for the people in love with all the music. Live it in the sound. In tune with the fusion. Whether in your clubs or in your rides cruising. I see them heads bobbing. In love with how we do this. Just spitting for the truth. No fake, no illusion. I'm no beastie boy, but I keep the box moving. Earth's boogie came through. He dropped the smooth. Ish, my name is Lyrics. Now I put you on the groove. Tip this all comes natural. No need for the blueprints. No need for the dollars or expensive school. And just look for the movement. Taking back the clueless. Never understood how lyrics was gonna do. This is universal coolness. Leaving MCs drooling. Hit them with the looseness. I love funny news. No time for confusion. Lyrics on point. Here to verbally boost kids.
And a lot of times when people are sick, they can be isolated. And another thing I definitely want to get on is a lot of people don't focus on, I've taught special ed, and it's the parent. And you're about to be a parent too for the second time, right?
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of times, God willing that nothing's wrong with your child. But a lot of times when a parent has a child that is born with a different able ability, they're isolated. The other parents, they don't want them around. They don't invite them for the play dates. Right. And so the parent is just out there alone. And then when they have to start school, as a teacher, I've seen parents, the paperwork of the arts, they're overwhelmed because nobody wants their child like that. They don't know what to do. They go through anger, shame, and sometimes they snap at us, the teachers, And I understand they're a parent, man. They just want their child to be
isolation can can drive anybody. I mean, that's the most cruelest form of punishment from the prison system down is to isolate somebody causes insanity.
Right.
I mean, as social beings, we need to be in contact with other people.
Right.
I've interviewed a few patients that have actually 2 with Crohn's disease, quite a few shows back, where I interviewed a lady who had a whole load of issues that was taking jars full of hemp oil juice every day to just get through day to day. Ashley Weber's story, quadriplegic, neck down, and listening to her story. Speaking of patients, maybe this is something you can be a consistent interactor with on the show. I'm actually starting a second show with Ashley that's going to be focused on patients.
Okay.
There's a radio station out of Boulder here that has offered her a spot for a show. It's a pirate radio, terrestrial 95.3, and we're going to do a show that's focused on patients. Since this one's kind of focused on business, we want to do a completely separate one that's focused on patients.
I would love to be on that.
We want to make it like my intention with this show. It's, I don't just want to talk about cannabis. I want to talk about something first, business, and then the cannabis. It just happens to be the cannabis business, but I first want to work out, what is a good patient show? And we don't want just a cry hour, just an hour of crying, because that's not really a show week after week that's going to sustain. So we really need to put some thought into formatting this show so it contributes patients without preaching to the choir, so it reaches out to those who don't know, but without being just a sad, tear fest every week to try to get people to listen.
Well, you know what, you're right here in one of the best places, and I tell you, right here in Colorado Springs, where you have the U.S. Blind Athletes Association is in Colorado Springs, in the Paralympics. There's different abled athletes. They train right outside, and I've interviewed the world record holder, of the javelin, shot put, and he's blind. He has RP. His name is Richard Ruffalo, and I'll send it over to you, my podcast with him. This guy was a national champion, traveled all over the world. He's a motivational speaker. He was a teacher for 30 years, totally blind. He won the Walt Disney Teacher of the Year, competed as a blind athlete, and you have him right here in Colorado Springs, Mr. Mark Lucas. He's the head of USBA, and he's right here. I've called him and left messages, so we're trying to touch base so that he can be on my podcast, Warrior X Radio. So you have the Paralympics right here for all the patients, and not everybody. Again, it's not going to be a cry fest, because these are top athletes, man, that you're dealing with. They just, one can't hear, or they have a missing leg or missing arm. Nobody care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna walk out of here, the man next door to over here, they're not gonna worry about me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I understand. I got to keep on going. I got to keep on pushing. I'm not gonna stop trying to do business or trying to live my life. I mean, I'm no longer a teacher, but firing me not dead by no means. Sometimes I gotta remember that I can't see. Now I'm open with it. Now I'm comfortable with telling you, hey man, I can't see that. Can you do that? Because I don't look like, I'm trying to change.
You're not using a cane or anything, right?
Yeah, I do. I use it sometimes. I do have it. And, I've went through, because see, I was in grad school to be a TVI, a teacher for the vision impaired. Remember, I was going to, so I had to learn the cane. I had to learn Braille. I had to learn all that to teach, the little ones that don't know it, come up.
I just want to sidetrack just because I'm so curious.
Yeah.
Can you explain just the most simplest idea of Braille? Because every time I'm standing in front of an elevator, right?
Right.
And everybody sees the numbers on the elevator, and there's the Braille underneath. Everybody, tell me there's not one person who hasn't reached up there and touched them, right?
Right. Okay, well, with the numbers, if you see a backwards L, that will indicate, that's a number indicator. So when you see a backwards L, the Braille system is a guy from France. His name was something Braille. I don't know.
Mr. Braille.
Right, Mr. Braille, whatever. But he come up with the system. It's like a domino. You got 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 4, 5, 6.
Is it a Morse code type idea of following patterns?
Yeah, well, yeah, it is. So you have so if you want a number, you do the number indicator. And so that's a backwards L. So the first 3 dots are 1, 2, and 3. The next row of dots are 4, 5, 6. So a backwards L would be 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And it would be shaped like a backwards L.
But how can you possibly do like words? Like, can you scan a page?
Okay, well, a lot of a lot of times you have words are they're broken into like your SH, CH, OU. They're contracted. What they call is contract. So they'll contract a word. So if they had the word shout, it's SHOUT. So you will contract SH is a contracted suffix, prefix, and then OUT.
So it's like a guessing? You have to make a guesstimate?
Nah, there's no guessing. So like I just said, it's contracted. I mean,
but what if there's other words with similar beginnings and endings?
Yeah, you still, the SH was like should. Some words have their own symbol.
So it's just learning the patterns of...
Right. It's easy enough, believe it or not. But so the next time you go and you see a backwards L, the first dot, that's an A, but that represents 1. If you see 2 dots on 1 and 2, that's a B, and that represents 2. So they go all the way to 9. So if you have 3, would be C, which is 1 and 3. That's the one thing about this disease. One day I can wake up, it's never consistent.
Right.
So it's some days I got clear days, some days it's not clear. Like today is kind of fuzzy today, but
Well, that could be the Denver air also. We've got a lot of pollution here in Denver. It's trapped by the mountains.
I said something was going on with me today.
Are you feeling dry yet?
Yes.
Yes? No? Not feeling it yet?
I am.
Dehydrated? Make sure you drink a lot of water, because you won't realize it, because the sun will be out, but it'll be a little cloudy, and you won't realize it. The dryness of this air, you'll dehydrate yourself.
Didn't I just say that?
Welcome to the Cannabis Tech Denver's May meetup. Please check in at the table. Wednesday night, May 7th, downtown, 1415 Park Avenue West. Down here at the premier networking event.
Hey, how's it going? This is Soham Shah from the Cannabis Commodities Exchange. We are down here at Thrive Workplace, their new location in the Ballpark neighborhood, a couple blocks from Coors Field. We're here for our May monthly Cannabis Tech meetup, where we bring together the best from the cannabis industry, the tech industry, and the cannabis tech space. This is actually our 6th month doing this. Organized by CCX, Mass Roots, CannaBuild, a couple other companies. It's a lot of networking. It's also just bringing exposure to the fact that technology can play a very important part in the legitimization of our industry as we move forward, and how technology has kind of been avoided for years and years because the practice of cultivating or distributing or whatever it may be was illegal. So the idea was to not keep records and not have transparency. And now that that's changing, it's very disruptive to the existing practices that a lot of business operators are used to. So really just showing why it's valuable to have cannabis and technology, trying to bring people who are traditionally just associated with the cannabis industry and show them why they need to look at technology, bring people who are traditionally just from technology, show them why there's a lot of opportunity to be had in the cannabis space, and then just raise general awareness about our own companies and the Denver tech community. So we're going to start out with some general information about our meetup. We'll do a little intro of the 3 companies that plan this, CCX, Mass Roots, and CannaBuild. Then we'll have our venue sponsor, Thrive, say a couple words about what they do in their space. Then we'll go into our 2 sponsor presentations, Grow Buddy and Canopy Boulder. We will close it out with a couple kind of open intro type periods where one is for job announcements and the other is just to introduce yourself so that people have a little direction for the afterward session of networking. So we use our meetup page, Cannabis Tech Startup Denver, as our primary site. We also have Facebook and Twitter pages, and that's Canna Tech Denver.
Anything else?
No, thanks for coming. Brainstorm.
My name is Bradley, and I am a representative of Weedwise, which is the first all-natural resin remover. that can work either with your bongs, your pipes, anything internal that you are, taking care of yourself with. It also works for externally, so for growers, it works with their scissors, it works on their fingers, it cleans it off, it works on their clothes. So when was the last time that, you were doing a blunt or something like that, you got a little dribble on your clothes? Most people, most of the time it's like, oh man, now you can't get this out. With our product, Weed Wipes, you can actually put a little bit of it on your fingers, work it into your clothes, work it into that spot, and it will actually take the resin off of your clothes. This is a new product. We've been out for about this year, and it's an exceptional product. I highly recommend it. Weed Wipes.
Hey, Jeff Dorn with Tradive.com. We're an online wholesale marketplace for the cannabis industry, facilitating the transactions for the growers and the dispensaries and the MIPS. And we want to help you process and also get out to the dispensaries and sell your product. And we're going to make sure that you guys are able to source that out and streamline your process so you get back down to business.
Hi, my name is Connor Penhale. I'm the CEO and founder of Compliant Cannabis. We're a seed-to-sale software company, and we're going to provide data analytics and metrics to put data behind your greenhouse decisions. We're going to be the only company in Colorado offering a full money-back service-level agreement with a 100% uptime guarantee.
I'm Nick Brait with the Cannabis Commodities Exchange, coming to you live from another successful cannabis tech meetup at Thrive Ballpark in beautiful Denver, Colorado. It's been a wonderful evening. Thanks so much.
I'm Andrew from Compliant Cannabis, and I'm here at the Cannabis Tech Meetup, networking, meeting people, and learning about a lot of great companies.
All right, I'm Micah Tapman from Canopy Boulder. Came here to pitch our fall class application. Our website is canopyboulder.com, and you can find us on Facebook, Canopy Boulder.
I'm Tim Delight, co-founder of Grow Buddy. We're here to share what we've created, a tool for growers to use the power of their data to make informed decisions to grow smarter and grow better.
Hi, Megan Larson with Artistry, digital advertising solution for dispensaries, apparatuses, and businesses within the community. I'm here to help you find more customers and gain more traction. We do this all digitally. We work with a network of wonderful websites and ensure that you're seen on very prominent areas of these websites. And we do all the heavy work for you quickly so that you can get back to what you do best, helping your customers. I'm also proudly one of the Canopy Boulder companies. I very much enjoy my time up there. It's 8 days a week, 30 hours a day.
Hi, my name is Jake Ryan. I am a front-end web developer, also have skills with C# and the .NET environment. You can also visit my website at onlinerockstar.net.
I'm Eric with SeedPass, a 8-week intensive software development program that teaches people who might not know how to code and turn them into junior software developers. We work in the Denver metro area, and we're looking for placement for our graduates and also those who are interested in becoming developers.
Hi, my name is Mitchell Pash. I am a full-stack software developer. I am currently focused in PHP and the Laravel framework, currently learning C# and the ASP.NET MVC framework.
Hi, hey, I'm Jeff Benedict, and I try and advocate for the uses of medical marijuana. I'm tired of everybody saying, hey, let's just get high, when there's all sorts of ways to use medical marijuana without getting high and be able to solve your day-to-day struggles. So I'm trying to get it away from the Jerry Garcia, let's get high attitude, to the, hey, this is really a useful product.
Thanks for listening to this week's show. Make sure to come back next week. We're going to have more guests lined up, speaking with dispensary owners, growers, business owners. Make sure to follow us on all of the social media, Facebook, Google+. You can listen to our shows live from the website or your preferred listening platform. Find us on iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spreaker, even YouTube, all under the same name, CannabisCommunityProject.com. We'll see you next week. like I wanted to do something in technology because I could see it coming. Like I worked for a company down there that was involved in solar water heaters, so I was just really fascinated by all the technology. I wanted to do something either with solar or maybe fuel cells, something else, but I didn't really find a lot of good opportunities as far as work-wise, and then I kind of drifted away from that interest in something. But I still have a strong interest in the ideas itself. How are we going to change the world from an electricity standpoint, water, air?
Right.
Because right now, as we were just talking about, it's a global pollution issue. We're being polluted and killed, pollution-wise. So I don't know. I mean,
Are you recording?
am I? Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You doing some beats?
Hey, man. Dude, I'm sorry.
No, we're just talking about the future of technology, of energy and water.
Well, I was listening to you, yeah, but not my bad.
How Elon Musk is going to change the world. They
Yeah,
say
he
that
is.
too. Iron Man has right? He's like Iron Man. He's a wealthy billionaire that's involved in deep technology. Change the world.
I think we need more people like Elon Musk in our society.
Well, in a way, we do, but we can't have them.
Too many.
Right? Because the value of one Elon Musk is so great and powerful. It would be like saying we need more supernovas close by. It's like, yeah, they're cool, but too many of them means we go bye-bye too, because there's just too much.
Well, but he stands for a good thing, innovation of big issues.
Seems like he has a good intention. Like,
Yeah.
He doesn't believe in robotics, artificial intelligence, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
His statement was.
And I think those things are valuable. I mean, we have too many people, I think, which are part of the issue, which are the polluters.
Yeah.
I'm not correlating low intelligence with polluters, but we need those people to be more conscious of the things that they do that causes pollutants in the world, which
Doesn't that start at the corporation level, though, what they feed those people?
Exactly, and the
I mean,
structure.
that's not just their fault.
Yeah.
That's also the fault of what they can afford to buy, which is packaged for them, which should already be known that it's pollutant.
Exactly, and I agree
so
with
I'm sorry, but that shit's thought up way ahead of the poor people. They had no idea what they were getting into. They just got into it.
Well, but it's us as the people to tell these corporations that, hey, that's not okay, and you don't see
Shouldn't
people
they know,
go up.
since they're so big and smart and run the world anyway? Don't you think that it's kind of contradictory to the fact that they are successful, but they're also successfully destroying the earth?
Correct. Yeah.
I mean, you don't see the two. I see those add up to me.
Yeah. No, there's an issue there. That's
you
for
got to
sure.
you got to ask yourself. My friend's dad's one of the head people in Cisco Foods, and in wartime, he sends all of my friends' best friends to the most expensive dinner they can eat if they'll vote for Bush again. Why? Because they make more money off selling food during wartime. So at the expense of people's families and lives and fuel wasted and blah blah on and on and on, he's willing to expend that so that he can make more money.
Right.
And those are the guys that are running the world. And if you're telling me they don't know their packaging and the processing of what they do to make their stuff isn't ruining the earth, then I don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? Sure, we could point the finger all the way around the wheel and it's really no one's fault then, but ultimately it's someone's fault. And it's the people who know better, and if the people who knew better and had power of this world would run the energy and run the resources right in ways that were friendly to the earth, if they cared about the earth like we did, then don't you think they would do something about it? Right. They're in position to do so. Agreed. The poor people are with their food stamps? What they're given. The packaging they're given,
right.
And the processed food they're given. And in the end, is that their fault? No, it's because we don't care about people here.
Right.
Corporations would rather make more money on plastic cheese than actually put some milk in it.
Well, yeah, and that's the problem. I think these corporations are not seeing but it all does come back to the people because we control those corporations. In all reality, we control those.
We also control our government, and only 18% right now approve of our government. Then why can't we get rid of our government?
Exactly.
Why are they immobilizing right now FEMA camps in fucking Dallas and Arizona and New Mexico and bringing them into society so that they can get ready for their push? Because they know they're losing grip. But ultimately, why can't we take it back? it's such a hypocrisy, this country. Well, we run this country. No, you go die for this country, and you don't even get health care when you get home.
Exactly.
Good luck, buddy. Yeah. And that's who you work for. So to me, Revelations was never Armageddon's. It was awareness. Right. It's awareness of who you work for. And who you work for will make sure that your house forecloses on you when you get back with no limbs for dying for them.
Totally agree.
And I can't stand for that. I'm sorry.
Not okay.
This country, you know, and yeah, take it back. Please take it back. That's all I'm asking you. Someone with some fucking brains, get in there and take it back.
Exactly.
Please. This place is more hypocritical than a fucking nun on the corner flashing her leg. I mean, it just doesn't... This place sucks.
Shit, what the hell
It's
is
because
that?
the people that run it want it to suck.
Is that a bird?
No.
Did I just kill a bird?
I'm sorry.
No. It's
I hate these fruit badgers. That's all I gotta tell you. I'll conclude my...
No, it's a good rant. That's a good rant.
That's
a good rant. And rant.
If in other words, if people tell me they don't know what they're doing, they damn sure know what they're doing. That's all I'm saying. And when they deny people health care, they need medicine after getting mustard gas in Saudi Arabia, you know, how come they're denied? How come they're kicked out of their homes? How come they're told that their family, you know, they lose their families over this? People commit suicide. Colorado Springs is the highest rate of suicide in the world.
Really?
Yes.
Colorado Springs?
Yes, because of the military, man.
Wow.
Oh, it's all soldiers.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like all I can say, number one, I mean, we got a lot of problems, but we don't take care of the people that go die for us.
Well, there you go.
And that's our number one problem.
And those are the people we should take care of the most.
And then we kill people at the same time. And population control is huge for them, but ultimately,
that causes more of the issues with the soldiers.
It's going to inflame itself eventually. I mean, they're losing popularity as the days go on. It seems like every move they make is the wrong one. And my question is to you, is if we really run this place and really vote in who we want, then why can't we take it back? Why aren't we? I don't understand that.
What time? You know what time it is? It's revolution time.
It's time.
It's time.
And that's why I feel they're mobilizing in these states right now, because they know that they are fucking just foul in every way. And I don't, you know, the information in the last 2 years has been higher. The data use has been higher than it has in the whole existence of the internet before that in the last 2 years. And it's because people are fed up. They're tired of this. And that's what's about to come to a head, right? I mean, everything, power, the race for power. I mean, and why do you think America, instead of feeding children and worrying about energy and doing the right things, have done more? They've just built weapons. You know, if you take all the energy they used in building weapons in the last 30 years and built community centers with them, I'm pretty sure every problem in this world would have been fixed already.
Exactly.
Every basic problem. But instead, if I tell you, look, sir, you're going to go in and build a bullet this morning in that factory that's going to kill your son, will you still go in there and build that bullet? Ask yourself. Because that bullet's going to kill someone's son.
It's true.
Or probably an illegal animal or some shit. Or someone's ex-wife.
It's going to kill somebody.
But anyway, so I'd rather build a shoe that would help someone walk down to the next place where someone needed some help.
Oh, you're tying this back in?
Well, I'll tie this into this. Ultimately, the only problem with this earth is that people don't listen to each other. Because if they listen to each other instead of talking to each other all the time, then we would listen to each other's problems and fix them. But we don't listen. So therefore, until human beings learn how to listen to each other instead of talking to each other only. I mean, your idea is cool, his idea is cool, his idea is cool, but who's doing anything about it?
Right.
You know, ultimately there's problems in there and no one's addressing them. Right. And how long can you go without addressing problems before you have another Mars? I mean,
well, and it does.
Good luck.
Yeah, it goes back to them segregating us as people. Like now, it's a race war, and it's always they point the finger at each other, and we're all too busy bickering about each other and not enough banding together like a culture of America used to.
There's a lot of reporters, but not very many doctors.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's, in the end, we can all point out the problem of who's doing something about it.
Right.
And it takes everyone, and that's, the coolest sign I ever saw was in Albuquerque growing up, and it just had the universe on the side of a wall on Route 66, Central Ave, on some cool hippie shop, whatever. It just said, if you want to fix the planet, and it had the planet, and it said you had to fix yourself. That's true. And if you don't start there, telling everyone else their problem is really senseless. Yeah. And you're really wasting your breath and gave everybody a headache at the end of the day.
It's true.
So if we listen, we'll fix these things. But until human beings learn to listen to each other, to what our needs are and what we need to be doing, and I mean on so many levels, this onion is so peelable, but we can go with it in so many ways. But ultimately, if all we care about is ourselves, then there's a lot of people left out, man. It is what it is.
Well said.
That ties into everything.
Well said.
As far as I'm concerned, all the way to the church, where I've been in church services where they've passed the plate. Let's pass the plate twice today. Pull the plate. Let's dig deep into your pocket. Let's dig deeper, because I need a new reclining chair.
Did you watch that? You watched that nightly show?
It's been a while, so I've kind of unplugged from TV, but I like him.
It's a new one. It's with that Larry Wilmore.
Okay.
Larry Wilmore guy, and he was talking about he just did this. It's like the Daily Show.
Right.
But about this pastor down in Florida asking his parishioners, or whatever you call them, people from the church, for $1 billion, so he can buy himself a private jet.
Sure. Sure. Oh, yeah.
That's religion.
How sick.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's
sick.
important stuff. I'm glad, I'll pray for that and everything for that. Hallelujah.
And half the families in there are struggling just to eat, man.
Can I get a G6, ladies and gentlemen?
That's
Can I get
that's
a
where
G6?
that's what they dig at, is that you're poor, so the way to get through that is by giving your money and possessions to an entity to...
Okay, so first came the devil, okay, and then came greed. And then greedy goes, hey man, I'm so greedy that I'm going to steal it from the holy people. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build churches, and I'm going to have every Sunday, because actually the Sabbath is Saturday, if you know anything about anything. With that said, he goes, I'm going to steal from the churches. The way I'm going to do is I'm going to tell them they're going to die. Once I tell them they're going to die, they're going to be scared. And then that second that they're scared, I'm going to pass that offering plate around. And I'm going to get rich. And that motherfucker is filthy rich, dude. There's doctrine in the Bible they don't talk about in church because they teach you marketing as a preacher. I have friends that have been to, they've gone all the way through the schooling of that, and they go to marketing class.
Dude, I'm a master marketer.
And that's in the church, my friend.
Documented. I have a degree.
Well, but you're not a preacher,
I have an
are you?
institution that says
preach,
based on what I've learned. I'm one of those guys.
But you don't preach, do you?
Preach every day. That's why I have my show. Because I want people to fucking listen to me yapping.
But you're not scaring them into putting money in your offering plate, are you?
Not yet, but I'm getting ready to launch a membership.
Okay, well, I'm glad you stopped by here. Exit this vehicle. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, well, I mean, in a sense, I am, because I eventually got to support the bills. I got to ask for money from somebody.
Okay, but you're not using people's fears and belittling them and telling them they're going to burn a damnation while you do it,
I'll contrary.
That's really bad.
I'm doing the opposite on that.
Thank you.
I'm trying to encourage people.
You're
to do
a difference
better.
there. Thank you. Give yourself a round of applause for that, because that's admirable. Whereas these guys are just snakes in the grass, and it just runs everywhere. America is a large corrupt corporation. If they wanted the earth to be good, they would fix it. I mean, if you can build like invisible planes and shit, then you can, if you can deal with aliens and do all the crap they do without telling us, then you can definitely make sure we get cheese that isn't going to clog our arteries in the next 10 years, you know what I mean, on the government program, basic shit. And it goes into every every river, every tributary, it goes everywhere. And how long do you not care about, a tooth before it decays? I mean, it just...
This is trippy watching. I haven't seen these since they built them.
Close? Yeah, it's pretty well.
This is the first time I've been down this way in a long time. Because usually
They just put these up.
I usually go 285 when I'm going down south. So I haven't been down I-25 in a long time. This is the first time. It's hypnotized. I wonder how many accidents I've been here. People staring at these huge solar or wind farms. Yeah. Not farm, but yes, couple.
Yeah.
So in California, the green huggers wanted the wind farms, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then they put the wind farms up, and then they didn't want the wind farms.
Because they kill all the birds.
Because they kill all the birds.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we were
Can't
just
they put a
talking
fan screen around, like a big fan? Like,
Well, why not just put a sign with an arrow that says go that way? You know, fly around.
the birds were legally warned there. It was legal. You can't say anything. So this is called Huerfano County down here, and the reason why is this little volcano right here, this single volcano, which is known as the Huerfano, which means the Orphan County, which is the single volcano.
Fracking, huh?
Probably full of rattlesnakes.
I like this land, but I like the stretch of 160 even better.
But yeah, 3 football field size greenhouse or length greenhouses. So
wow,
that's gonna. They
What's
need
the
some room.
structure he's building over them for the greenhouse?
Well, they're ordering them.
What's it gonna be?
They're just ordering 3 greenhouses.
Like from a fiberglass type greenhouse
Probably.
material?
I mean, yeah, actual, posted cement posted in the ground and actual pole. You know what I mean? Welded in.
Well, I didn't know if it was gonna be like a tarp tent type
No,
thing.
because they're gonna do automated blackouts.
Or a building, like a
My brother wants the
structure.
blackouts. Nice. He wants push button blackouts. So all he has to do is push a button, watch the camera, leave town. He knows he's in harvest mode. 12-12s, which is the hardest thing to worry about.
Is it 30?
Yeah, it's like 30, 35. Yeah, it's really slow.
I got me out there.
But the town's not big. So
Yeah, you're not getting. There's not much of it.
I like old towns where you can still find houses with this shit for 30 years piled up.
Yeah.
Fucking just
When you can see
junkyards
hoarders
in front of people's houses.
Hey, you should feel at home. Huh?
People have lived there for 3 generations.
That's how it is up in Wisconsin, though. You guys just collect shit, and put it in your yards, right? Out in the country.
Hoarders.
Right. It's a normal thing.
Is that a water park?
Yep.
That guy's got a killer greenhouse back there.
That's my brother's buddy.
Oh, okay.
We got going after we got up, and he helped us put this one together. We basically bought this greenhouse in northern Colorado. It's about a $20,000 greenhouse. We bought it for about $5.
Okay.
Did a lot of work. We put it back together, build the fence. Right here, brother. Pull in right here to the right. Sorry, I'm acting like you know where you were. Just pull straight back. Yeah, we can get out. So again, I don't know how this will go. We'll just kind of go with the flow with my brother. See how he's acting.